Hello.
How you going?
I'm very well. How are you?
I'm here.
It's a Wednesday we're here.
And it's a much needed break from the norm.
Yeah.
Well, this is the norm.
Well, it is. It's becoming the norm because this is episode 19.
19.
Wow. 19. Wahoo for us.
We are killing it.
We are killing it. Hello, everybody. Everybody that's listening this afternoon or an evening or whenever it is that you are joining us.
Whenever you choose to partake.
It's a wild time to be doing stuff with technology. Mm-hmm. It's a wild time to be in this universe.
It's just wild times all around.
Wild times all around. It's a wild time of year.
Yeah.
It's very exciting.
I think that's where my mental capacity is being drained is
it? You've checked out for your 4-week vacation already.
My 4-week
and you're a
9-day vacation.
You're like 6 weeks away from it.
It's just been one of those weeks.
Yeah.
But anyway, everyone has them.
Yeah. Well, I guess you got to have tough one. Builds character. I don't know. If you ask me, your character's good enough.
Yeah.
You don't need any more hard times.
No. Oh, it's not hard times. It's just
trying times.
Going and going and going, and it's like, where is this going to end, or where's it going to let up?
Yeah. Well, I don't think it does.
30 seconds so you can catch your breath and reorganise.
I don't think it does anymore.
It doesn't.
I think this is the pace of the world that we live in these days.
Yeah, it is.
It's the pace of enormous consumption of stuff. It's mind-boggling.
Yeah. Everything is just quicker.
Like everyone just uses up stuff faster, wants stuff done faster, expects things to be delivered quicker. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's just. Well, I guess everyone's
all that
time
does
poor.
is slow everything down.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I think everyone's just ballistically time poor.
Yeah.
Like if you ask somebody 10 years ago what the cadence of their life is versus what it is now.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's
like I was saying to you, like our weekend started 2:00 Sunday afternoon. We just went and went. It was good. Like it was all good fun stuff.
You had kid stuff and that. It wasn't just work, was it?
No. A bit of work and a bit of footy, and daughter had a end of year dance thing, which takes a full day. But because it's all the end of year assemblies and all the awards nights,
all the awards and stuff.
School wrapping up, and then we just got home from footy on Sunday afternoon, and just like. No one talked to anyone till like bedtime. Everyone just went to their own little corner and were like, done. Yeah,
that's fair.
Yeah. Which was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway.
I actually had
a good weekend.
I had a banging weekend. That's a story in itself, son. We were sitting with very, very infrequently do I have the chance to have like an entire weekend off, like from Friday afternoon till Monday. It's so infrequent. And even more infrequent is when Emma has like no events on or work or anything like that.
Yeah, actually both have.
We were like both sitting in bed at 6:30 Saturday morning.
Yeah.
Been like, we should probably do something.
Yeah.
And so we went out to our mates. We just ended up packing up. We had a coffee, got out of bed. And started packing up to go to a mate's property. And halfway through the pack up, I was walking through our backyard, which is a frequently trodden path, and about a 5.5 foot, 6 foot tiger snake just fucking straight up the pathway. Fuck me.
That would wake you up a bit.
Oh, shit.
Got you lively.
Holy. It was, they're not meant to come around here. So for the people who aren't from Australia or the people that are from Australia that don't understand snake species, it's the third most venomous snake in Australia.
I think we've got 8 out of the top 10.
Yeah, we've got 8 out of the top 10. It's in the top 3. It's the third one. It is responsible for 60% of the bites in Australia.
They're pretty aggro,
they're super aggressive, but their venom is only a neurotoxin, so it fucks your brain up over it's not a super fast acting one. But the brown snake, the king brown, the eastern brown is responsible for 60% of the fatalities. It's the second most deadly snake in Australia because it's got a coagulant and a neurotoxin, so it makes your blood explode and then shuts your brain down at the same time. So it's not, but they're less aggressive. They'll fuck off out of your way. They won't. Whereas this thing, I nearly stood on its tail because I wasn't paying much attention.
It would have got you.
And it spun back and fucking gave me a red hot crack. And I flew backwards and then hollered out at Emma to get the dogs. And I kept flying backwards to find a permanent solution for it.
Yeah, permanent relocation.
Yeah. And I made the fatal error of losing sight of it while I was finding my relocation device.
Yep.
And it was making its way to our main shed when I startled it, and I'm reasonably certain it kept going that way. And none of the security cameras saw it go any further, so we're reasonably certain that in our shed...
You'll find it in the shed one afternoon.
Behind one of the pallets is going to be a fucking...
Angry snake.
Angry tiger snake. Anyway, so tried to find that for a little while, and then probably by 10:30 we gave up the fight, loaded the dogs up.
Got out of there.
Locked the shed up with the fucking tiger snake still in it.
There's better danger noodles to have in your shed than a tiger snake.
Normally there's a carpet python in our shed clearing the rats out, but he vacated a while ago and the rats have made a fair home there now. So it's nice to have a snake back in there, but it could do without the tiger snake.
Less angry one, yeah.
Could be even a brown snake would be better. The tiger snakes are just hyper aggressive.
Yeah,
like they're
them and
so
the taipans too, aren't they?
Yeah, the inland taipan's the most deadly snake in Australia,
yeah.
And they're hyper aggressive. They're just super rare. I've only ever seen one when I was working in the Northern Territory in a cattle yard, and it was stirring the cows up.
Yeah.
Like
Danny's brother travels around all hours of the night, turning sheets of tin and logs over looking for that sort of stuff. He just loves it. He breeds them.
He can come and try and find the tiger snake in our shed if he wants.
He probably would.
Yeah, because I reckon there's a greater than 50% chance that it's in our shed.
Yeah. He's all like venomous snake licensed and
really? Yeah,
all
okay,
stuff.
That's pretty cool.
He breeds them.
Really? What for?
Sells them.
To who?
Other weird people that like reptiles.
Other weird licensed venomous snake people?
Oh, even like he breeds like blue tongues and bearded dragons and all sorts of stuff.
Is there much money in the
I've always
reptile business?
Gave him a bit of shit for it, but he went to a big show down in Brisbane start of the year, and I think he turned well over 10 grand for the weekend.
Really?
Selling like blue tongues and stuff.
Is that frequent, or is that like a twice a year
Pretty frequent.
event?
Like he's doing pretty good out of it now. Took him a long time to get the motivation to do anything with it. Like I think he was just doing it for himself.
Yeah.
But I don't know that I think by the time you take into account how much space all the tanks take up and
like imagine the
lights,
gear.
like he's running like 50 heat lamps. Like it's like fuck.
His power bill would be fucked.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing. Like struggles then to find rentals because they're like, you're not putting fucking 50 tanks of reptiles in my shed.
Yeah,
like,
you maniac.
Yeah, absolute maniac. But it's nothing for him to be out wherever, Queen Mary Falls at 3 o'clock in the morning, just flicking logs over looking for cranky
Why do it
snakes.
at 3 o'clock in the morning? Is that the time the snakes sleep?
Well, that's when they're less active because they're cold.
Yeah, okay.
They haven't been out in the sun recharging all day.
Their battery panels are a bit lower.
He got bit up there somewhere, Goombra or up that way. Had to go to hospital. And
when did you get bit by?
I think it was red belly black.
Yeah, that's not ideal.
No, it wasn't great.
They're like 4 or 5 on the list. They're pretty up there. Mm-hmm. He didn't die.
He's a weirdo.
That's always
a weird hobby.
That's always a good outcome when you don't die from your hobby.
Yeah, well.
Some days.
Some days.
Anyway, so
we continued on your weekend adventure.
Yeah, continued on the weekend adventure. The friend's property that we frequent has got a massive creek running through the middle of it. It's like 9,000 acres. And so we just find a cool spot, go adventure and find a cool spot along the creek somewhere and pull up stumps, put our camp chairs in the creek and
it's always nice there at Andrews.
Oh, yeah, we went to 2.5 mile.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
This time. But we went adventuring and you know that road as you're going down, for everyone, this is going to bore the shit out of fucking absolutely everyone else. Give us 5 minutes. As you go into the driveway, go over the water crossing and then that road that goes up to that dam.
Yep.
Halfway up that road, you just cut straight across that big flat paddock. Yeah. There is a spectacular spot in there.
Yeah, right.
Like it's not cleared or anything. So next time we go out there, we're going to bring a heap of gear and tidy it up. It's like, and it's elite. It would be 10 metres wide by, can't see the bottom, deep.
Yeah.
Big swimming hole.
Yep.
So we're going to clear it up. Not great if it big downpour.
No, you're right on, because that's right on the side of McIntyre.
Right on the side, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's down in the like in the holler of it.
Yeah, you got to climb out of it.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, it's good.
But it'd be real pretty. So we'll set that up for next time in 6 months' time when we go out there
November
again.
next year.
Yeah, when we get a chance.
We'll call it on the way back from Think.
Yeah, that's right. But yeah, so that was well needed. Caught up with the station owners and had a cigar with them, and had a couple of mojitos. We were on the mojito train.
Nice.
So that was good. Went back to camp, wheeled back to camp, and slept. Woke up, packed up,
come home, recharge.
Wow, yeah. And it's always such a big job camping. It's always like it's such a to-y and fro-y thing in my mind as to whether it's worthwhile or not. Because by the time you pack all your gear up, go out there, unpack everything. Like, we've got a reasonably quick setup. Like, it's pretty rugged, but it's like well comfortable. Like, you sort of got your base camp set up in 10 minutes. Yeah. And you're sitting in the creek.
But then it's all you...
And then it's cooking and getting all your stuff, and then getting home and cleaning everything, getting your... And like, we've got fridges and batteries and solar panels. Yeah, so you're not roughing it. Starlink, yeah. I did have it turned off for most of the time, though.
Yep. But I go the same. Like, I've got an off-road camper at home, fully set up. Like, we've had it for years now. I think I bought it in 2019 or something.
Yeah.
And every year the rego comes around and you're like, fuck me, like we've used it twice or we haven't used it at all and it's taken up a spot in the shed.
Yeah.
And then we're talking about, do we go away for Christmas? And we're like, we'd go, there's a nice campground at the Tweed on the river there. And we're like, fucking cabins, not much dearer than a campsite. And then, if the storms blow in. But then I'm like, well, do I just sell it? So then for 2 weeks I clean it up and I get ready to sell it. And then I'm like, it was like the first thing I ever bought myself as like
a done good treat.
Yeah, it was like, this is the first thing that I'd purchased that wasn't for the business. Yeah. It was like, you've got enough cash flow, you can actually treat yourself to something. Ordered it, waited like 12 months for it. And so then I'm like, if I sell it, I'll never be able to get it back again.
Yeah, it'd be worth
and I just
go
back and forwards all the time. Yeah. And it is set up. Like
we just have to put it to ourselves to just do it.
And that's what Danielle said. Like, she's not big on camping now. She's like, mate, she roughed it with me for years, and that was back pre-Creature Comforts. That was like raw sausages and hot beer and
everything's soggy.
And she braved all that and more. And now she's like, just take the kids for the weekend. Just go. And it is set up. Like, I can literally back onto it. Yeah. Like, call into Woolies on the way and get enough groceries for the weekend. Yeah. And we're going. Yeah. Like, everything's in there. All the swags are there. Like, it's just like, you just don't.
Yeah. And that's always a toss-up for us. Like, when you get the time, you're like, do you just want to sit at home quietly and get some jobs done around the house and just like chill about at home? Or do you put in that extra effort? Like, it was super lovely, and it was really nice to catch up with the station owners. We never really get to like just hang out with them. They're always, if we're out there, we're either shooing for them and we're flat out, or they're flat out, or whatever. So it was super nice to have that time. Yeah. But none of the grass got done. None of the washing got done. Like, we're back into it this week, flat out. Yeah. Like, flat out. We're just getting all like panic orders from everyone. Yeah. None of the just-in-time systems are doing what they should again, just for something different. And so it's like, well, now we don't have a chance. Like, so it's like, was it worth it? Probably. Yeah. But at the same time, it's like,
it's always, you take a week off and then you need another 2 weeks to get back going again. You sort of need to, like, even, we always try and tell everyone that we're back from Christmas a week after we actually are. Yeah. So you can get in and get rolling again, because otherwise you just get you get back and you go, gee, do we even have time off? So.
Yeah. So anyway, so that was, super lovely. And then, back into the flow of it now. But, it was...
It was good.
It was good. Yeah. Yeah, it was good. We do need to do it more often. We just have to... you and I should definitely just...
Yeah, it's just like...
It's that thing, stop being slack. Yeah. Just fucking go and do it.
Yeah. It's that thing, like, you do your races every Saturday, and we're tied up most weekends with either Danielle's work, and which doesn't matter. You just load the kids up and go. Yeah. The three of us, it's fine. But, it's just like... like you said, you get home, you're just like, I just want to... Tend to my own shit at the house and just do nothing. But anyway, and then you whinge about it for 12 months and
and then you do it again. Yeah, but there is something nice about, like, if you do have a bit of time. Also, just hanging out at home. Like, just nothing better than tending to your fish pond.
Yeah.
And just fucking floating around. Where, like, I don't know, where I'm at a point in my life now, and I don't know how many other people are, but I seriously contemplate having periods of time with my power grid turned off now.
Yeah.
Like, we lost power the other day, and
again,
it's like basically in a third world country where we live, and it was like a random time during the day. Like, I was just sitting there doing work, and the power went out, and because we live sort of out of town, everything just went.
Yep.
And it was just
quiet
silence. Yeah. And I was like, I didn't realise, like, it's quiet where we live. Like, everyone comes out and goes, geez, it's quiet out here. But, like, there's still all your fridges running, all your routers running, like, all your servers running, all the stuff that, like, sort of, like, hums in the background.
Yeah, it just becomes white noise.
But you don't hear it until it's not there anymore.
You don't hear it.
And you're like, holy.
Yep.
And so, like, we just, like, flick the Starlink on in the cruiser because it's
it runs off
12 volt. So we still had internet and stuff because we don't have phone reception at home.
Yeah.
So if the power goes out, we're fucking done. But the new Starlink Mini, shout out to SAS Elon Musk, it's game changing because you have internet super fast. Literally everywhere you go. So I just wheeled, like, opened the cruiser up, flicked the Starlink on, went back to work on my laptop because it just works without power anyway.
Yep.
But I was like, man, I reckon one day a week, I reckon if you had a Sunday where you just turned everything off at the mains and just sat there in quiet, would not be a shit way to spend your day. Like, so I'm going to try that, see if I get more recharged by being at home and not put the Starlink Mini on.
Yeah, just turn everything off.
Just turn everything off. Yep. Like, I understand that it's probably not the most economical fridge usage, but, like, our freezers are good. Everything will stay frozen.
You're not going to lose anything.
You're not going to lose anything for a day. But I reckon, I don't know, it'd be worth a try. Yeah. We might fucking have to. Have you seen all this geomagnetic storm stuff that's happening?
Yeah.
Holy.
Yep. No, I was watching about that the other night.
This morning we woke up to another video, and he was doing a video on a coronal mass ejection and a photon flare? X-class photon or something like that.
That dude gets way too excited.
Like crazy excited about it, but it's directly in Earth's direction, and it's the third one in like a couple of hours, and it's going to hit this afternoon. It's going to hit Australia, and even BOM put a warning out saying that there might be power outages and stuff.
Yep.
But the sun is just going crazy. So it's a super rare thing that happens, but the Earth, the actual Earth, like the ground Earth, gets more charged up and becomes like really energetic.
Yep.
And because there's been so much like sun energy getting pumped towards, it's at like an all-time high. It hasn't been this high for like 20 years.
Yeah.
Which is like crazy weird. And so Japan's
that's when you get all your activity, like your tsunamis. And,
So Japan's been having a heap of earthquakes that match the 2010 one or whatever, when like
Fukushima went down.
Yeah, it was crazy. But
right.
the like the magnetic charge, like physically just knocks out power grids.
It does. Too high. Yeah. Well, it's EMP, isn't it?
Yeah, it's exactly what it is. So anyway, that'd be super duper interesting to see what happens there.
Yeah. And it looks like your spaceship's blown to pieces. Pieces coming off it, or I'm just about done with all forms of media because I just can't pull legitimate fucking story.
So apparently it's got a tail now. So for those that haven't listened, 3i Atlas has been like cruising super fast. It's the third fastest object that we've ever.
Well, it's the third one. I don't know if it's the third. Fastest,
it's super fucking fast anyway. But did you see that they intercepted another comet between it and Earth for like 12 hours and then it disappeared again? Super weird. But yeah, I'm ready for it to fucking disappear.
Did the fucking, was it the intern on the telescope that night, or like, I don't know.
I don't know. I'm ready for it to go away now because
it's run its course.
It's just people talking.
Nothing cool happened.
Nothing cool happened. Move on. It's literally, it's past us now. Well, it's nearly past us, and it's staying directly on course to zip past Jupiter.
Yep.
And it's just going to get the fuck out of here, and I'll be happy to see the fucking end of it. It was cool, and then it was super disappointing, and now we just have to sit here and watch this stupid rock float across our sky that didn't have anything fun on it. Cool. Did nothing cool except for be weird. But yeah, so that was like super bizarre. But I guess like it's interesting to watch different countries, organisations react to weird things because they all reacted very differently to each other.
Yeah, and then it's like, are they like, who's actually got the information?
Yeah,
and who's got the, which information's the right information?
Yep.
And you get that everywhere. I get it weekly here. Like, someone will bring me a job that they need to know what's wrong, and you tell them, and they don't like what you tell them, so then they ring you back and go, oh, I'd rang this guy in Adelaide, he's a specialist. And I was like, well, take it to him.
Yeah, that's right. Yes.
And he told me this and this and this, and I was like, well, that's wrong, that could be right, but it's not right in this situation. Like, and you just think, is there any point in having specialists in any field? Like, do you just...
Yeah.
Because I don't know, it's... Yeah, the 3i Atlas thing was just everywhere, like my entire YouTube feed, and it was all these AI-generated videos and stuff that someone's just copied off Wikipedia and then put an AI voice over, and you just think, what are we actually... Like, what's actually... the real thing here, you know what I mean?
No, absolutely.
So,
but with the coronal mass ejection stuff, they reckon we're going to be able to see the Aurora Australis here, tonight or tomorrow night or whatever, and then they'll be able to see the Aurora Borealis in Texas.
Yeah, right. Which is a long way.
As far down as Florida.
Yeah.
So it's like got the world supercharged. But I was watching this super interesting video about these Russian scientists back in the 80s that did a study on how it connected. So they were called the Kazarov mirrors, and he was a physicist back then that was studying, instead of studying like dark matter and all that sort of stuff, he was stuck on the ether train. So there's two forms of thought for people who think space is made up of nothing. So it's either made up of dark matter, because for taking it way back to science school, matter can't travel through nothing. It has to travel through a medium. So for us to get light and photons and solar winds and fucking whatever else, it can't travel through nothing. That's how eskies work, because if you've got insulation or like your
or a vacuum,
nothing, heat and stuff can't transfer through it. So that doesn't happen in space because heat transfers through space. That's how we get
warm from the sun. Jeez, he couldn't have pushed that any longer up the hill.
No, it's taken him a long time to get up the hill, and it's taken him an extra long time to turn around the corner. So there's always been a very, very big rift in science for those that think that space has like ether in it or dark matter or something along those lines. So it's something, and they say that there's something there. What it is, they still don't actually know. And so this guy, we called it ether, and he reckoned that it is the medium that transfers everything, but time is the energy in the universe. So he's like way off the fucking beaten path.
Fuck me.
Yeah, it got like... put your tinfoil hats on, son, because we're diving in. Because it's super fascinating, and it ties into all of the geomagnetic stuff that's happening. So he started setting up experiments in Russia of people communicating telekinetically through the geosphere, like whatever where all the electromagnetic stuff is. And he had an over 95% success rate of communicating, his test subjects communicating to other test subjects across the world with numbers and symbols. And it was so prolific, and the science was so like weird.
Yeah.
That the CIA intervened, and it's still like redacted.
Yeah. But
to
isn't
this
that
day.
where they started with remote viewing and stuff?
Yeah, so it's the beginning
Yeah.
of that. But so he tied it too. So it's not the science itself wasn't the the science itself was. The concept isn't new or
But
weird.
how he got to
how he got to the concept was that it was a transfer of energy through time using the magnetic like the magnetosphere of the world, and that tied all of our energies together. So he reckoned that we were all connected because of the magnetic, the electromagnetic field of the world, and we could we could communicate through that, and that's what Tesla was also working on.
Yeah, right.
Much later, and that's where his like free energy come from was through the exact same thing, and that's why the world's so charged up now. And it's all doing weird stuff because it's full of electricity. Physical. It's physical electricity.
Yeah.
We're just not allowed to tap into it because they couldn't figure out how to put a meter onto it. But this guy, instead of getting electricity through it, he was transferring thoughts through it.
You've lost me.
Yeah. How wild is that though? Yeah. So it begs the question: is that how we are we connected to this world like that? And if we are, does that mean we can't live on other worlds? Because if it is, and I'm not saying it is, I'm not saying that I'm 100% on board
I don't know
with
what
this
you're saying.
science.
I'm well off this one. Yeah, no, I'm just trying to wrap my head around it.
So it's super weird. So if we're that connected to, so there's so many layers to this because it's super interesting. So everybody knows that people go crazy on a full moon.
Yeah.
Right? That's
It's a fact.
that's not even weird science. But that means that for some reason our physiology is linked to the moon cycles. It has to, because that's why people go crazy on a full moon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not that big of a jump to say that we are also linked to the electromagnetic field of Earth. Is it? Am I taking a... Have I reasoned myself into something, it's too big of a leap?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a lot to unpack. Yeah, I don't know, because... Yeah, I don't know. You've fucked me on that one.
So, because the geophysicist that does all of this stuff, I'm proper in the rabbit hole.
Yeah, I can tell. You're really excited.
Yeah, it's super interesting because it would answer a huge amount of questions as to cycles of people.
Yeah.
It would, in my mind, it would add a huge amount of logic to how people act irrationally in periods.
Yeah.
But it's like a hive mind. Like heaps of people, if you go around today, everyone's going fucking mad.
They are, yeah. I was watching a crackhead push a trolley up past the hospital yesterday, middle of the street with headphones on.
Yeah.
I was like, man, maybe they're overcharged from the electromagnetic.
Well, yeah. Maybe crack just gives you an extra antenna.
Maybe. I reckon she had one antenna off each fucking ear. There's 3 cars pulled up behind her.
Yeah, she was on the street,
fighting this trolley, and there's cars. I was like, mate, I'd be on the horn for sure. She had her headphones on, just cruising,
living her own
no idea what was going around.
That's amazing.
So maybe, but yeah, I know what you're saying. People are going proper crazy.
Yeah, and because it's at such a massive peak.
Yeah,
I wonder
is it just because there's more people?
Well, I don't know.
We've always had crazy people, but maybe as we get more people, there's just a higher number of them.
Maybe. But even people's attitudes, everyone's not flat, but everyone's fucking could be done with this week already.
Yeah.
Everyone's just angsty. I don't know. Even I'm
everyone's just wore out. Yeah.
But more than normal wore out.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So
but would we not just find another planet that had?
There's not really.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But
yeah.
That's the chicken or the egg then. Do we need the planet, or is the planet the only one that...
Yeah, because we obviously evolved on here.
Yeah.
Well, depending who you ask.
Yeah, well,
even
not
the
our
people
comment section.
Yeah, even the people in our comment section, we were developed or we've evolved.
Yep.
For here to mine gold or to fucking be happy or to whatever your thing is, whatever your belief system is. It's all well and good, but if we were to go to another planet, would it be?
Yeah, you got a pet mag.
We've got a pet magpie just cruising along in here.
He might get up on the table and join in.
But this is what I mean. Like, how many podcasts have we done?
Yeah,
and
a magpie's just strutted into the workshop.
Yeah, and like on the weekend, the tiger snake, which aren't meant to be here, is like in our pathway. I don't know. It's just everything's fucking
the
topsy-turvy.
Animals becoming aware.
Yeah, that's right.
That's how much energy's here now. Is that the animals are tapping into it too?
Well, that's how they use the doves and that.
Well, that's how Avatar worked.
Well, yeah, but they had their tail physically. It was a physical connection.
That's how birds and homing pigeons.
Homing pigeons and stuff, they use the magnetic thing of the world, and that's how they navigate.
Yep.
That's why Tesla was like super fixated with pigeons, because they were the best, like the most attuned to it. They were the ones that were really, really good at it.
They're fantastic.
It's amazing.
Yep.
Yeah. You know, they still have homing pigeon races.
Yeah.
Like, it's a thriving business.
Yep.
Like a crazy good business.
One of Dad's mates at home used to breed them. He passed away now, but he had a full coop full of them.
Yeah.
And he'd take them down to like Dreamworld.
Yeah.
So what's that, 2.5 hours away?
Yeah.
Let them go.
Yeah.
And they'd be pulling back into the coop as he drove in the driveway.
Yeah, that's
They'd all go right up, do a big circle, work out where they were and where they needed to be, and they'd just beeline back 2.5 hours. Well, whatever it is as the pigeon flies.
Yeah.
But absolutely phenomenal. Like they just go up, they do a couple of real big loops, go right, that's north, that's south, that's where we're heading, and they just go, and then as they got closer, they go, yep, we're nearly there, and then they just he'd just go out at night and reshut the coops, and they'd all be in there.
And they'd all be in there. Yeah. Super cool.
And they use them a lot during the wartime, like transferring messages and stuff, just tie a little note around their foot and send them off.
Yeah.
Pretty hard to shoot down too, harder to shoot down than a plane.
Super hard. I reckon it'd be harder to shoot down than a drone.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I reckon they're pretty little. And
they should just train up magpies instead of drones, because they'll fucking peck an eye out.
Yeah, magpies are savage. They go hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. The people who used to own our house, they had homing pigeons and they bred homing pigeons.
Yep.
And their son got onto a awesome, like, selling thing.
Yeah.
He used to sell people at his school, like when he went to school, his homing pigeons, his bred homing pigeons, and he wouldn't teach them how to train them properly. And so
they'd come home,
resell them, and he'd resell them.
Perfect.
And he did it over and over and over again. They'd let it go and be like, "Oh, I'd never come back. Can I get another one?" And he'd sell them another one, and he'd do the exact same thing.
I had a cousin like that. He's a very, very entrepreneurial spirit, and he would pick up turtles down in the creek and take them to school and sell them as penny turtles. Oh, they're good for little kids, you know. They put them in a little tank, but you can't have one; they'll get lonely and they'll die. So you'd sell two. Mm-hmm. And I don't know how many years after he'd started the scheme, but one of his teachers, or after he'd finished school, one of his teachers ran into him somewhere and he goes, "You know those penny turtles you sold me? Because they're long necks. They're fucking like these big turtles."
Dinner size.
Yeah.
Dinner plate
he just
size.
been plucking them out of the creek and spun this big yarn. And, he was always like that. He used to just one of those people.
Yeah, what a genius thing to do.
Yeah.
What an unbelievably genious thing to do.
Yeah, that's a good one with the pigeons.
Sell people homing pigeons that they don't teach to stay home.
Well, that's the yarn about old mate that the coppers pull him up for illegal fishing. Tells the copper it's his pet fish. He's just bringing it down for a swim. Mud crab. Yeah, I'll show you. I'll show you how it swims.
Yeah.
Puts it in the water and off it goes. And he says, "When's it coming back? When's that mud crab come back?" And he goes, "What fucking mud crab?
Mud crab? What mud crab?"
I don't know what you're talking about. Genius. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
No, I was pretty
smarter people than us in the world.
Yeah. Way better at making money than us. Whether they have as much fun as us, I don't know.
That's a pretty fun one.
That's selling homing pigeons. But yeah, anyway, the electromagnetic stuff.
Yeah. Something
pretty cool.
Something to stay up late at night thinking about anyway.
This will be released like next week.
Yep, if we're silly.
If the
sun hasn't
exploded or thrown its plasma at us too much. So I guess we'll be able to update everybody on whether we can see the Aurora Australis.
Communicate to each other.
Whether we will be sending homing pigeons to each other. Oh, I should have kept some. They occasionally do homing pigeon races out at home.
Yeah.
Like through the forestries through there. And occasionally you get one that's a bit dehydrated and a bit sad landing at home. And he's like put out a bowl of water for it and he'll like have a drink and then fuck off after a couple of hours.
It's like the drink table.
Yeah. It just has to have a rest stop for a second.
That's unreal.
But they were they were incredibly accurate during war times.
Yeah.
Incredibly accurate.
Yep.
They, because they had the two methods, right? They had the runners, which were the people that would run from trench to trench, which is also a fucking
pretty rough way to make a living, eh?
Man, that is. Because, like, war was pretty rough. Like, I'm not saying war isn't rough now, but, like, trench warfare was fucking next level.
Yeah.
So imagine being that kid that's running... Because what was it,
14 to 18.
No, that movie. That was the single take movie.
Yeah, 1917.
1917, where they did the single take of him running. It was super fucking cool. They made some good... There's been some... all pigeons.
Yep.
That was the other way.
Yeah.
But I want to know... Were the trenches that dug in and, like, they didn't move them that frequently? Because you have to teach them where to go and where to come from. You can't just, like, you can't, like, whisper in its ear, being like... let it go.
No, that's right.
To train a homing pigeon, we looked into this because we were actually going to get into homing pigeons because we got pretty interested in them for a little while. And we have a pigeon coop at home already. It's built. It's pretty cool. But you have to, like... let them sit at your house for ages.
Yeah, they need to know.
And then you have to slowly, like, take them away, let them fly back. Take them away, let them fly back. Take them away, let them fly back.
That's right.
Over longer and longer and longer and longer. And eventually you can go for hundreds of kilometres and they'll fly back. So when they did the trench, someone in the comment section might be able to tell us this. When they were doing the trench pigeons, did they have to, like, take... the homing pigeon from the base to the trench and let it sit there and let it fly back? Or did they have to do little increments along the trenches?
The way it worked was that the pigeon only needs to know where the base is.
Yeah. Oh, so you took them away from the base.
It didn't matter if you went 20 kilometres left, right, up, down from that centre point. They'd still know that was where they had to go.
So they just had a coop of no returning... pigeons.
they couldn't send messages out to the troops.
Yeah, they send messages
send them back.
From... Yeah, okay. So there wasn't a to and from communication.
No.
It was only from...
It was just a back, like, we need supplies.
So did they keep, like, earmuffs and eye muffs on them in the trenches so they didn't get acclimated to there? And they
and they weren't ever there that long. You know what I mean? It's not like they were there for weeks, months on end.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? Like, they'd
Who brought the fucking homing pigeons there? Like, that would have had to be someone's job.
Oh, yeah.
To take cages of pigeons.
Yeah. Well, it's the same as, like, the people that
but how do you logistically do that?
The World War One was phenomenal with that. So, like, the thousands of horses they brought and the
horses
tonnage of feed that they had to...
Yeah.
Like, it was just... Warfare today is just not... It just...
Well, it's super mobile, right?
Yeah, exactly right. And World War One, like... The whole thing leading up to 1914, every sort of, like, Germany, Russia, France, England were all in a three-way alliance. Yep. So Germany was essentially felt like they were surrounded. They had planning in place and all their railway building, all their road building, every bit of industrial expansion they did was all calculated on how quickly they could get 1 million blokes and their gear to this border.
Yeah, okay.
Everything, every single decision they made from 1895 to like 1909 was like how many rail sidings do we need to build so that in 3 days we can mobilise a full battalion to France or to Russia or to counter off whatever.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm reading up on I'm reading a book on it right now.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
The logistics, you never really think about the logistics of stuff because, like, even today, right? Like, we get a parcel.
Yeah.
And you don't really think about how the parcel got to you. You just go, I have a parcel now.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, you don't think of all the people in the train of custody that have to scan it in, put it on a truck,
it's got to
scan
go
it in.
through a lot of fingers.
It's got to go through a lot of people, right? And so it's like moving horses or pigeons or people who have to
steam train.
Steamboat. That's cool. That have to eat, shower, sleep. Is like a enormous job.
And you've got to tack them. You know, they've got to have tack. They've got to have.
Yeah.
They've got to keep their heads down. Like, you can't have them right at the front line. Like, you've got to have them back at staging area. Like,
because you can't just keep someone, they'll go crazy if your job is to be on the front line. Because in the current Ukraine, is it 4 days? Is it a 4-day rotation? I was watching something on it the other day. It's quite fast. I thought they were like stationed for a considerable amount of time.
Nah, it's such a mobile front.
But it's such a mobile front now and it's like active, I guess, like a lack of a better word. There's lots of action happening on it all the time that they get worn out fast.
Yeah.
So they get too fatigued and they don't sleep properly and you can't eat properly and you're hiding from drones and stuff so much that they're rotating them out in a
super fast
like in a cadence that's never been seen before.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Whereas like we're at Gallipoli for 9 months. You know, like
that's
the guys
crazy.
that got there at day one were there till it finished. If they survived, they were there till they pulled out. So
that's nuts.
9 months.
9 months of crazy. Yeah. That is next level.
And that's not even like, you know, you go into the Western Front with the Somme and Passchendaele and those places and it was like...
Yeah, and they were doing forward operating missions as well from there. Like, so there was groups of guys running forward, coming back, running forward, coming back, running forward. Yeah, different time, I guess.
In wool coats with fucking 60 kilos on their backs.
Drowning in mud and stuff is wild. But like the
Italians had it right. That was more in World War II.
Yeah.
But most of the Italian battalions and divisions that they picked up as POWs had like an espresso machine and like...
Oh, shit, yeah.
Not enough ammo and shit. But like had all the fancy fucking gear.
Well, they're the ones that got in trouble because they would drink it. They got a ration of wine for their dinners. Yeah. So when they had dinner, they had wine. And they'd all get pissed or tired and sleepy because they had a gut full of food and wine. And that's the Germans ran through one of their towns in a night because they were all napping, so they ran straight through.
That's how the SAS, when the SAS started with like Paddy Mayne and those boys, like it's a wild story. It's a good read, the SAS story, how it formed, because it was a made up unit.
Yeah, okay.
Like what's his name? Sterling. He had the idea for it, and they were like, desert only, like we're just going to live out in the middle of fucking in the sand where no one knows we're there, and we're just going to...
Because they're the ones that... Did they start in South Africa?
Yeah. And he actually went to a dinner. His dad was in the military, and he went to a dinner one night in Cairo with Churchill and all those guys and on the piss, and just weaseled his way into a conversation. And as he was leaving, he was like, "Oh, can I get your autograph? You know, it's just such an honour to meet you." And then used that autograph to sign fake requisition forms and stuff to get jeeps and that.
Genius.
But they were even like they'd raid like the New Zealanders and flog some gun. They were low on ammo. They just ransack an outpost, and they were fitting like bomber windscreens to their jeeps because they were thicker and armour plated. And they'd mount like 3 machine guns on a jeep. They get 4 of them, and they just run through the centre of a fucking German airfield at 10 o'clock at night. 2 guns blazing forwards, 1 on the back, and just shoot the fuck out of anything that they could see.
Yeah.
Do a loop at the end of the airstrip, come back, shoot the fuck out of everything there, and then just out in the desert, gone. And like they'd get 40, 50 planes a night.
Yeah, wow.
And then just vanish into the night.
Because that was a reasonably new tactic back then, attacking at night time.
No one would support them because it was ungentlemanly.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because before then it was seen as like it was a organised thing where you fought sun up, sundown, then you rested.
Yeah, and that was what fucked the English at the start was they thought we're just going to show our flags. Yeah. We're going to ride in a line like they did in South Africa in the Boer War, and they're just the natives are just going to hit the ground and we've won this. Yeah. But it doesn't work like that.
No,
they learned that real quick.
Germans were real flighty about the whole thing. Because it was so that was the German in World War II. That's the German blitzkriegs where that's basically what started. That was at night time they would just run flat out through places, and everybody would wake up in the morning prepared for another run, and the Germans were gone. They were out of there.
Yeah, they were already pushing through. They'd run an armoured division through the centre like a spearhead, and just constantly be resupplying the troops behind them.
Yeah.
So when they were giving out the opiates, like the tank drivers always had the most opiates because they had to be just fucking wide for 18 hours. And they were like, don't stop. You just keep fucking pushing through. Don't pull up to take a 10. You just keep going.
Yeah.
We'll bring the troops in behind and we'll do they'll be still doing up their belts and we'll come in and that's how they covered. That's how they got to Paris in.
Well, that's right. Yeah, they did in in a couple of days. They completely
just steamrolled through there. Yeah.
Yeah. And there was that famous story of the soldier who got lost, the German soldier that got lost in the snowfields.
That was if it's the guy I'm thinking of, the Finnish guy. He
and took the whole platoon's opiates and skied like, what, it was a couple of 100 kilometres or something.
It was like 400k in 3 days. And when they found him, his heart rate was still like 4 times what it's supposed to be. He's just eating birds. And
just going hard.
Just going hard, yeah. Yeah, it's a cool story.
Yeah, it's a wild story.
He was the only one in his group that survived, and he just geared up on opiates and fucking went.
Took everyone's opiates and just skied in a direction.
Aimed in the direction of friendly people and just went.
Yep. Missed.
Yeah.
Ended up in a Germany. Anyway,
you can. Yeah, I really, really get stuck into me war history.
Yeah,
and there's
some super interesting stuff. The development of technology in war is what really interests me a lot.
Technology in general.
How fast.
I watched a thing the other night on a Chinese they're one of their new AI robots.
Yeah.
And old mate had to cut the leg dressings off it to prove it wasn't a human, and it walks that close to a human.
What?
Yeah. So he actually
got up, recently.
Yeah, like last week.
What?
Got up on stage and cut the
So it was like a man-sized doll.
Human-sized thing, but it was walking, had the right gait, the ankles and the knees and...
What?
Yeah, and he was like...
And it's real?
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, and he was getting words for it, or whatever came up that they were like, people are thinking it's a person dressed up in a suit. And so he, at their big release, he got up, midway through and, cut the dressing off.
Yeah.
So you could just see the fucking skeleton of the AI thing, and to prove that it was, and they walk if you saw it in the dark, you'd swear it was a person. It's fucking it's wild. Yeah.
That is wild. Yeah, technology advancing fast.
But then they had a big bridge they just finished building in the Sichuan province, just fucking collapsed, went open to the public for 3 weeks, and just one of them real big tall concrete fucking bridges at the China, it just fell into the fucking water. Oh no! Yeah. There's a video on X this morning. Just come down. There's no Rio in it all.
They forgot to put the aggregate in or something. Fuck.
Yeah, it was 3 segments of this bridge just gone. And it's one, how they build them real big tall.
Yeah, the big tall over the gorges.
Mountain.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Holy. So they can build drones, they just can't build bridges.
Far out. They have some fucking cool bridges over there too.
Yeah.
Their highway system is crazy in China. It's crazy. I was over there and I'd landed at the airport and just jumped in the car and they were taking me into town. And we were just cruising along. I didn't feel like we'd ascended that much.
Yeah.
And we were nearly at the top of some pretty tall buildings. That's how high this... And there was 4... The guy said there was 4 layers of highway underneath it, all going in different directions. So they're stacked on top of each other.
Overpasses.
Yeah, but that's how the highway... It's not to go over one and then you keep going. There's multiple levels of highway that are all going long distances in different directions doing stuff.
Yeah, you don't have an off-ramp to here. There's a separate highway.
Well, yeah, no, but the off-ramp goes down onto story 2 and then you keep going along that, and then you go on off-ramp 3 and that goes back up to story 4, but you're in a different direction. But they're levels of highway. So they're some of the infrastructure over there is wild. The other really super weird thing that I saw when I was in China was their property development. So how in Highfields or Wairema, the new one in Wairema, they flatten out a bit of land and then you get to build a house on that land. And some of them they restrict sort of what the front of the house looks like, but there's lots of different plans and stuff like that. Not in China. There was just skyrise. There would have been 40 skyrises, one after another, identical to each other. It was like dominoes, but they were just like tuk, tuk,
India's like that.
It's great. Like it blew my mind. It's like these whole suburbs of sky rises that are identical.
But India's got areas like that where it never got populated, and that off ramp just gets closed off, and there's an empty fucking like same thing like a city the size of Toowoomba.
Wow.
And there's just nothing there.
I think it was India. I can't remember what country it was. They built islands. I swear it was either India or Pakistan maybe. And they had a property boom, and a property developer built islands like the Dubai
Marina.
You know, the big sand leaf things. Yeah, so they did a similar thing there. And people bought them to rent them out, but nobody bought them to live in, and nobody rented them out. So they built these enormous. It's like, and so because it was government funded, so it would have to be in one of those like more communist style countries. So the government still operates the shops and stuff in them, and they're trying to encourage people to go there. And there's some people that live in there, but there's sky rises and hotels and like vast infrastructure that's basically empty.
That'd be cool for paintball.
So cool for paintball. But like we occasionally watch these guys called Yes Theory. I don't know if you've ever seen them. It's a group of, it's an American Finnish guy and a couple of other people from and they just like travel to random spots. And they went to this island, like these islands that were developed, but nobody lived there. And there's a new organisation that's, I don't know if they bought the island or what they're doing. They're renting the island from the government. Yeah. But they've started like a Silicon Valley style.
Yeah. Like a little commune.
Like a commune on the island that's got all this infrastructure. And they're eventually hoping that it's going to get big enough that they can become independent, and they're going to become an independent. Their plan is to become an independent tech nation.
And they'll just have crypto. I did hear about that.
And like it popped up ages ago, and this video just recently surfaced, and I was like, that's so cool that places like that still exist. Like, yeah, it's not a new country. Like, it's not like we're taking over the Americas again. No. But it's a man-made thing that doesn't really have a use, but these tech bros are like moved into it, and it's cheap housing. Like it's all built infrastructure. It's cost them nothing to live there, and they're just like their plan is to become independent.
Yeah,
that's pretty fucking cool.
Pretty cool until someone finds oil there, fucking wipes off the map in 2 days.
Yeah, that's true.
They better hope there's no oil under them.
They better hope there's nothing valuable there, except for their minds.
Yep. Yeah, right. That's interesting.
But technology's doing, like we talked about in our podcast a while ago, like you said, technology's developing so fast. But now with Starlink, you could make your tech bro paradise
wherever you want.
Whereas you used to have to be in Silicon Valley or in a built-up area where the infrastructure could hold that amount of stuff.
That's right, yeah.
Whereas now, you could be on an island that's made by whoever.
Yeah, and just run it.
Chill out,
Yeah, that's true.
Super cool.
Yeah. Yeah, until the fucking sun knocks all the satellites out of the sky.
Oh, yeah. Well, if the sun's going to do that, then their tech bro dreams are over anyway. Yeah. All the technology's fucked.
Yeah. We'll be back to fucking knocking rocks together.
Well, yeah, because that does lead to another super interesting conversation of governments backing up data plants. So in Australia, in an area not far from here, there's they dug a fucking big hole, cased it with concrete, lead, and gold, and it's meant to be secret, but it's not super secret.
That's right.
Whenever you get that many people building something in a town, it rarely gets kept secret.
Under a golf course.
No, this is a different one. But there is some cool stuff under that golf course. And so the idea is it's the backup for Australia's part. It's part of the backup for Australia's network, so our web network.
Yeah.
So it holds like a lot of the bank info and all that sort of stuff.
Must be super secure because that shit never gets leaked here. Fuck me.
But it's like it has to still be connected to outside stuff to get backed up all the time.
Yeah.
So if like a big, how safe can it be? Like I wonder if it's like Oreos in the vault.
Well, it's the same as anything. It's like you can wipe, and going back to World War II, like the Germans were fucking just torching everything.
Yeah,
you can wipe 10,000 years of civilized history out in a night.
Well, Library of Alexander
in a fire. And that's there is in probably super secure in the Louvre actually.
Yeah, that place has never been robbed.
No, never.
Especially
there was a few places that did get burnt, and they managed to save like 300 out of 3,000 manuscripts from the Roman times, and you just lose all that information and all that. And that's what I mean. Like, surely there's something that a government has that can find a bunker and bomb it, and then you fucking lose a lot.
You lose a lot anyway, because
and especially when I was telling you during the week, they did an audit on the Louvre and an investigation, and the fucking password, the password for the fucking security system was Louvre.
Yeah,
like
that's amazing.
Louvre or whatever the fuck however you pronounce it.
Yeah,
that was the password.
Yeah,
you would think in this day and age, like, we have nothing here worth hacking, and we still use fairly secure password generators and two-factor authentication.
Yeah.
Like, that's just here to run our day-to-day shit.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, we've got
I was like, you're kidding. That is peak complacency.
Yeah, no, that is peak complacency. That is the best kind of complacency. And it's not like they're like safeguarding national treasures.
Yeah. I guarantee the hackers were like, we'll try password, and then we'll try password 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe it's the name of the building, and then they're in. It's like, fucking hell.
I bet you they were sitting there being like,
no way.
Did we just Can you imagine that?
That's so funny.
Oh, the champagne would have been flowing.
They released photos that they arrested 2 of the guys.
Oh, they found them.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, and Danny was like, she was showing me because she's like, oh, everyone's commenting like they look like they could walk a runway.
They're good looking.
Yeah. She was like, look, these good looking cats.
Yeah, it's because they're
rascals.
French.
Yeah, one of them was like beat to shit. I reckon. I reckon whoever caught him belted the crap out of him. But so they caught 2. I think there was 4. 4 or 5 involved, but they definitely caught 2 of them. I think
how'd they catch them?
Oh, I don't know. They're probably MI5 or James Bond or something.
They probably fucking
no more
lived down the street.
Yeah.
And they just like kept chilling there, been like, we got away with this.
Yeah, we'll be right.
They ate some fucking snails and then just like went to bed.
A snail croissant.
Went to bed.
Yeah. Don't know.
The next door neighbours were like, they were a bit rowdy last night, cheering about some crown jewels or something.
Yeah.
And they're like, fucking, we're onto them now.
Got them now.
Yeah. It's like, I don't want to like blow too much steam up criminals' bums, because like you obviously don't want to encourage this kind of behaviour, but like there's that bloke who's still running in Australia.
Yeah, well, he's either dead or he's gone.
He's gone.
They won't catch him now.
Like if he's not dead, he's gone.
He's out of here.
And like I suspect if I was the people who like robbed the Louvre, being France, being a reasonably landlocked country, like it's not that hard to start hopping borders.
Yeah,
like you would think you'd have a border hoppy plan.
You'd have a plan to get out of there,
where you don't like sell your jewels and your wares that you've gotten through your nefarious deeds in your local town.
No, you don't go down to cash converters.
It's not like you've stolen a Milwaukee fucking drill or something using cashies to like try and get some cash from it. You would think you'd be like, you'd end up in, I don't know, like what's a weird, like Panama, Spain?
Spain's just next door. Panama's a bit of a hike. But,
okay. But I don't know, like anywhere.
But you look at the mass immigration dramas that happen in France. Like there's truckloads of people coming in and out of borders there every day. You would think you would head.
You would just be out.
Go to the Netherlands. Go to. Well,
anywhere. I'm sure if you're smart enough to rob the Louvre, you could figure out what country doesn't have extradition laws.
Well, if the password for the Louvre is Louvre, maybe not that smart.
Maybe
it's just dumb luck.
You reckon one night they were on the fucking Terps and we're just like, you reckon we could rob the Louvre? And they're like, we should try.
Give it a
go.
Let's
hack it and be like, all right, well, like we'll just try their passwords.
Yeah.
And like that's what started the whole thing, because they like guessed the Louvre. They got in. They were like, well, we have to do something with this now.
Yeah. Well, you got to wonder that with the Nazis too. Like, were they just like, it was like a bros trip and they were just like, well, fucking no one's pulled us up yet. Like, how far can we take this?
Yeah.
No one's really stood in and
like
stopped us.
Partying in France, being like, fucking, like, we're here
shit.
now. Like, you reckon we could...
Let's try England. Like, let's just keep going. It can happen.
Send a message back to...
Mad Monday.
Yeah, Mad Monday just gets out of control.
Just rock in.
Just rock in.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, you got to wonder. Like, there's, like, been some pretty big historical figures that have done some, like, wild stuff.
Yep.
Do you have to wonder how, one, they get the idea, and two, how they get the momentum of that idea to, like, do that? Because it's not a small feat. Like, especially, like, back to the World War II thing, to get a struggling nation like Germany, it had been absolutely flattened by World War One. They were in a bad economic way.
Yeah.
To get all of that momentum from the people and from all that sort of stuff, to then, like, in a couple of years, be standing in France. Yeah. Like, that's a fucking feat. Like,
yeah. And I think back then, and you sort of, it's hard for us because we're so connected to everybody, but
yeah,
if you've got, and the other interesting thing that AI is being used for now is translating like speeches and stuff. And I'm definitely not condoning anything that Hitler did at all.
Absolutely not.
But if you listen to his speeches translated to English, but spoken with his fervour and his,
but
it's not very. I can see how easily you could get on board with it because he was just like, these people are fucking us.
Yeah,
we need to do what's right for our people. And like you could see, like there's not.
Man, it is fucking spooky how it resonates.
Yeah,
like once again. We are not on, like, we by no means, there is better ways of achieving your goal than
mass genocide.
Than mass genocide. And I wonder if that was always the plan or whether it was like Mad Monday and it just like escalated quickly and there was just some fucking mad people that just did some mad shit, like bad stuff. But, like, it's wild. Like, I've listened to quite a lot of those speeches and I wonder how accurate they are. Because German's quite a hard language to... And so I wonder how much spin it's got on it to try and make it connect to today. You know what I mean? Like, whether the words they're using them specifically to evoke a closer emotional response to where we are now, or whether they are really accurate to what his speech was. And I don't know how you research that.
You learn German.
I guess my dad speaks German. I'll have to ask him.
Get him to listen to some
speeches. But like you listen to some of those speeches and you're like, holy moly, like this isn't like, obviously apart from the government, the external governments telling them they're not allowed to pretty much do anything. Like, that's not the same as now. They weren't allowed to do anything because they had the kibosh on them because they were naughty little rascals in World War One. But most of the other stuff about the globalism, the loss of culture, the elites running free, they're just making decisions for people that aren't necessarily what the people thought the decisions were gonna be, like a lot of that sort of stuff. You're like, Jesus fucking Christ.
And when your target audience is military aged males who've grown up in a fucked economy, they had
can't afford houses, can't afford anything,
couldn't afford food. And if you got a bloke who knows how to work a crowd, and is,
but do you reckon? So that's my question. Do you reckon he knew how to do that, or do you reckon he knew some people that were incredibly good at writing speeches and they found someone like him
I think you'll find
be the front runner, but he didn't write the speeches? Or you reckon it was
I think you'll find if you look at that, the rise of the National Socialist Party from the 1920s. See, Hitler fought in World War One.
Yep.
And so he come out of that, and he started out as a nobody and just giving speeches in little pubs, and like he would get up on a table at a pub.
But he was this could be wrong, but from what I've surmised, he was quite a recluse with substances in his younger days.
Oh, yeah.
Like, so he was always sort of into that crowd, like of substance abuse already. Anyway, keep going.
But then, like, he then, got the attention of people like Goebbels and Goering and those guys they were the psycho.
Yeah.
Like, they were the ones that were like, we need to kill everybody.
Yeah.
And they're inferior, and the whole Aryan race shit came from.
So you reckon it was more of a, he made a couple of deals with people with better means that maybe had
probably better
more
connected
nefarious outcomes, and they sort of were like, we believe in your vision, we believe in your vision. Once again, we're not standing up for Hitler by any standards, but I'm like,
but you could say the same about Churchill if you wanted to.
So
like, Churchill did the same shit. And his speeches are fantastic. It doesn't matter what part of history you listen to a Winston Churchill speech.
Yeah.
That's
They're
just
amazing. The Statesman was that was a prime era.
But he had a lot of people around him that were
nefarious.
propping up and using the guise of protecting England to do their
nefarious
own bidding.
things.
So,
because it's, without singling out any country's government, it's not a huge difference now from that to how a lot of politicians in Western countries get elected, because they have to make those deals with external parties that prop up the seats and the funding and stuff. To get, so by the time that they get into power, they've only got 25% stakeholding in the powering, because they've made that many deals with everybody else on the outside, and they all want their dividends once the powering starts. And so, like, you can see how it gets away from people
very quickly,
fucking quick. Like,
and
it's
especially
a
back in
thing.
a time when you didn't have a fucking, you very rarely had it wasn't a regular TV programming or radio and newspaper, and that was it.
And the newspapers were owned by the people who were in that ring anyway. So they were telling you in the newspaper what they already had planned doing.
Whereas now, like you can go back and watch the entire Afghanistan war from the body cam of a soldier that was there, and you can say, well, no, that's not what happened. Like, that's not what they're doing. This is what, you can see it with your own eyes.
The invasion of Ukraine, for lack of a better terminology of what that was, is the first war that's been live streamed from the beginning.
From day one.
You could watch the soldiers from day one on both sides doing, and it's kept up.
It's all the way through.
The whole way through is you watched a live stream of a country.
We go on what is it? Funker
5:30.
Yeah. And if that's the stuff you're interested in, you can watch hours of it. It's not nice.
And there's live war maps that have been active the whole time on where people are, what people have done. And there's mission reports and stuff that's been uploaded, broadcasted. Right, whereas that didn't happen at all. No. It was weeks. It took weeks and weeks, especially like for Australian soldiers or Australian victories or Australian battles to get back in World War II, to get back to Australia so we knew what was happening. It took weeks.
And even like in World War One, like Charles Bean was a war correspondent at Gallipoli, and he was constantly getting silenced, and they're like, you can't report on that loss, you can't tell people at home this is what's happened. And he butted heads with a lot of other journalists and a lot of other correspondents, because he's like, well, this is what happened. We did get our asses kicked. We did lose a lot of people for nothing. In this, for whatever reason, this guy was too pig-headed to work with the artillery and got 20,000 people killed. That happened. And they were like, but you can't say that. Like, so even back then it was very, very moderated with what they could report on. But even when they did get stuff through, it
took a long time.
So
super interesting.
Yes.
Technology has advanced a long way.
For better or worse.
You can. I guess that's up for the user to decide whether it is for.
He goes, they're big fire out. Oh, that's Careflight.
That's Careflight.
Someone's done a mischief.
Someone's had a worse day than us.
Yep. Anyway, judging by your cigar, we've probably yapped shit for quite long enough anyway.
I think so.
I've been just talking too much, I guess.
Yeah, I think so. Well, I had to trim mine up a little bit.
Yeah.
We had a little bit of a dead spot.
Dead spot in the middle, but hopefully our war history / fucking tin.
Yeah,
it's kept you awake and entertained
for another afternoon. And we once again, we appreciate the support. We appreciate you guys coming along for the ride. We'll be here again next Wednesday.
Certainly will.
We're deeply enjoying it. We love having you guys along for the chats.
Yep.
We love the participation. So keep that up.
Keep it up.
We need to get better at setting up some polls and setting up some.
That's on me. I'm still learning
stuff like that.
I just learned my way around the Instagram site, and they've changed the whole fucking thing.
Set your back.
Fucking 5 weeks. Thanks everyone again.
Thanks everybody. We appreciate it. We'll see you next week.
Catch you then.
Catch ya.